EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The playoffs
Shit, I hope
have
that's all
arrived. It is the start of Super Wild Card Weekend. And off we go here on this Saturday. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On the move, left is Benson. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Milton. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Vegas. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try for 2. They'll run with Benson. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Let's go. First play, and May goes to the air. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. To throw on 1st down is May. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. May to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 30-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
Bring him back.
First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Here's Pacheco.
He just died. He just died.
He will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, New England. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. They'll run with Pacheco. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
He just died.
So all even at 8.
You couldn't kiss him. You just died.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. He's got room to the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. On the ground, it's White. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Get you 3. Get you 3.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here.
With 3 wide sights.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They shut him down behind the line.
He did all that
fourth down.
They trade 3 for 7.
And the Raiders are going to move out in front.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Divine Diablo there to make the play. On play action, here's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On first and 10, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shot.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Room to run past the 15. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go. 70 range. 70 range. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's going to try it here again. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's found his receiver, Butte.
He just died.
And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
19 tight. 19 tight.
May to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Cowboy 80. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there.
Drop
Making
pass.
things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a
We'll take
touchback.
one time.
Come out to the 20-yard line.
That wasn't him. That was wild.
All the ready.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Go. 10. Buffalo 18. Ready.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. On the play fake, it's Milton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They run with White. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. On first down, it's White. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Again, it's Benson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. On the give, it's White. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Get out, my guy.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he will score. Benson. Touchdown, Raiders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Ready?
To throw now, May. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. New England going to take their second timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. That is caught, back corner of the end zone. Hunter Henry, touchdown Patriots. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. A run up the middle with Pacheco. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short, no gain. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now.
Throwing is May. Throwing right, it's taken in. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. May now on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
79 Bronco. Set. Dragon 60. Say, hey. Go.
To throw is May. He's got
What
it!
a cute chick.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a cute.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Hard 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, New England. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line.
Ain't nobody, don't nobody put a net play. Don't.
The kickoff
Nobody
team is out
put
on
a
the
net
field.
play.
And we're back to it as the kicks away.
He's just talking. Don't nobody run net play.
And
I'm
he's
the only
going to
one
bring it
fit in
out
my
from the
place.
middle of the end zone.
Sit him down.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Benson. And he'll take this to about the 28. Marquise Bell up to make the stop. On 3rd down, they go with Benson. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders.
He just won't rush yards. He just won't.
That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready up. Ready.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Now, May.